Delicious. I just ate some veal, didn't I? Oh man.
When?
A couple weeks ago, didn't remember? Or the other day, a couple weeks ago, something like that. We got it over at Valley Farm a couple days ago. I mean, a couple weeks ago.
Not get veal at
Yes, we
Valley
did.
Farm.
I bought it. I ate it. It was ground veal, and I put it in my spaghetti sauce a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that was delicious. I gave some to Bernie.
Buffalo wings are expensive.
Yes, they are.
Holy
Very
crap.
expensive.
How expensive are they compared to Roma's?
Well, I don't know because I don't buy buffalo wings at restaurants anymore. I make my own buffalo wings because they're so expensive.
Their cheesesteaks are $11.95.
You get
and you
anything
get
with
French
them?
fries with it too.
That's
Like
not bad.
pierogies.
Well, then here.
Wrap. Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Sorry.
Where's
Oh.
What does that say?
Chicken cheesesteak. Buffalo barbecue chicken. Wow.
Well, ideally, this is what I want.
Wraps.
This is what I'd like to do. I'd like to get a pizza and a steak, and then like a spaghetti or something like that. How does that sound?
Whatever you want.
I want to try the ravioli. I want to try the ravioli marsala.
It's $17.95.
Or actually, you know what? Hold on.
It's braised
Hold on.
stuffed ravioli.
Wait. I want this one. Instead of a cheesesteak, I want this.
The roast beef.
Yeah.
That's a dip.
It's
a dip. French onion roast beef dip.
Yeah. You get the sandwich and you dip it in the juice. That's a sandwich. It comes
Premium roast beef cooked in our homemade French onion soup, served on a toasted roll with melted provolone, caramelized onions, and with a side for soup for dipping. I thought you don't like onions.
Shit, I forgot I don't know where my phone is. I don't know where my phone is.
Stay the hell out.
Oh, it's right there. Is it cold?
So what are you gonna get tonight, man?
Oh, I want to get that prime rib sandwich. That one there.
This one?
Yeah.
What? The large one, or the
Yeah.
small?
Well, you know, this is what we'll do.
It has caramelized onions.
I don't get. They're good. Don't worry.
All right.
We'll get that and then the pizza deal.
The pizza deal.
Yeah.
What, for $11.95?
Yeah.
That's it.
And then what do we get? We get no. The pizza, the wings, and the soda. That one. That's all I want.
You're gonna get the wings and soda, plus that roast beef.
Yeah, we're gonna eat tonight and tomorrow.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm getting. If you don't want that, you can get whatever you want.
$25.95. You're getting that and a pizza.
Yeah. What are you looking at prices for?
I'm just you get $5 off any order, $30 or more, but I don't know if they'll let you use.
No, they won't let you use 2 coupons.
Well, it's kind of stupid.
Okay, hold on then.
Well, the pizza is regular, 14 inches regular, $11.95. So you could save that.
So let's get a gourmet pizza.
What?
Let's get a gourmet pizza.
Well, all these are gourmet here. It's in the gourmet thing.
Well, yeah, let's get a gourmet pizza. See, now if we get a 4 cheese pizza, that would be $20, and then $10.95 for the large sandwich. That would be $31.90 by my math, right?
Then you could use that coupon.
Then you
for one trip.
Yeah.
If you would get your caramelized thing and something else, you don't need the wings tonight or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You have to figure out what you want. You can get 2 meals, one day $3 off and one day $5 off, or just get off.
So if we can use the coupon 2 different times, then you're okay. That's good. Sounds good.
And besides, I think I have a coupon in there yet. I could probably.
Well, you can only use 1 coupon.
I'm saying I could probably use it for something else another time.
We're just gonna use this one right here. $5 off, $30.
Yeah, well, you better write down what you want.
I kind of want that Feast of Sampler too.
Mr. President, thank you for being here. Not just being here today. Thank you for being here since the beginning of this incident. Lieutenant to fire.
Oh, look at this fucktard. Is that your phone ringing again? Where is it? Where's your cell phone?
I'm not answering it. Don't even answer.
Oh, that's right. You gotta go get your medicine anyway. You said you don't need it.
I don't need my medicine. I ordered it. I have medicine. I don't have to go anywhere today. I wanted to make sure I have it for Saturday.
Oh, you know what? I got Kool-Aid over here. You have some Kool-Aid. Well, if we're not going anywhere, I'm going to take another gummy.
No, you're not.
Why? I'm not drive. Or are you planning to have some sort of medical emergency tonight? Oh, the birdies are there. I threw some food out for them. They knew right away. They were like, holy shit, look at it.
Yeah, I know. They were looking. Oh, you didn't put any in the feeder?
Oh, there's snow on the ground. I have shoes on.
Yeah, he died. Mr. Morgan.
Thank you, President.
Manny, you're at the age where people younger than you are going to start talking.
All right, so the president has been briefed. Listen to see if we can pick up any questions.
I think once
there.
you get over 80,
Okay, I believe Johnny
That's when people
was
younger
just
than you
making a
start
remark about becoming a great grandfather, as his eldest granddaughter just had a child. We didn't make out much of what he said about what he heard from the briefing there, but he was getting a full update what's happening with these fires as they continue to spread. He's heard about the challenges that we all know of at this hour to contain
I
them.
don't have any loot inside.
Yes, and as we continue to look at this picture that we've been looking at for the last couple of hours, we've seen a couple of water bombers drop, and the plume of steam and smoke that comes up.
Which one? Norcole's Rock
The fire, the overall. It doesn't look like they made much headway on it. And so there are still thousands of homes that are in danger of going up in a conflagration, as we've seen in the Pacific Palisades, with some of the most expensive real estate on the planet, as well as some of the not so expensive real estate that middle-class folks live in. We've seen entire neighborhoods burned down. I haven't seen anything like on that scale since the Laguna Beach fire back in 1993, where an entire neighborhood called Mystic Hills went up. There was literally only one house standing out of about 100 that were in that neighborhood. It was built on a hill, with the roads basically ringing the hill as they went toward the summit, and every house except one was gone. And that's the same thing that we're seeing here in Pacific Palisades. John Hunt was bringing us the pictures from there. He said to move location because of the fire danger and the police wanting to keep the area clear. But he'll be back with us soon. And William Lajeunesse there along Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu, where in the past we've seen the fires, mostly back up in the hills, but coming right down to the Pacific Ocean and wiping out row upon row of homes there that are, some of them, $10 million. And those aren't the big Malibu mansions that, the movie stars and the producers and, the tech billionaires are living in. Those are more modest houses. That the other houses in Malibu are probably counted in the tens of millions of dollars. But those houses all gone now. And as William Lajeunesse was saying, the situation in California is where a lot of insurance companies are no longer.
Remember when I was talking about taking that extra gummy?
Fire danger or earthquake danger, and so
I don't remember if I took it or not.
Insurance through the state, which is limited, they're going to be in for a large rebuild.
John,
you're saying don't take it
here, as we have been seeing and reporting on currently, just to reiterate that aircraft have not been able to.
I couldn't count that high
on these Los Angeles wildfires.
Oh, you know what? No, I definitely didn't take it.
Grounded because of the winds. We know the wind gusts are still very strong at this hour and likely to continue, but they are back up in the air now. Some of this aircraft dropping water on the LA fires as we look at just this absolute destruction all overall. To
if I take
this, just fires raging on right now.
John, if I already took one and I take this one and then I go lay down and go to bed, I'm going to be like slaying some dragons and shit in my sleep.
That briefing, and you ran against Karen Bass for mayor of LA. There was a credit and nod to leadership at the very beginning of that briefing. I thought of you. But many are saying that it is the lack of leadership that got us to where we are today and not being able to contain these fires right now.
Well, I certainly think it's the lack of leadership that got us to a point where we couldn't mitigate the damage. I mean, you can never prevent these things. But, what we were talking about earlier, the brush maintenance was a massive failure. It has been. Again, the water management, the fact that, you have firefighters that are working their tails off and risking their lives, and the hoses are empty, and they have to stand by and watch the homes burn down. This is just heartbreaking and frustrating, and you have to ask tough questions about the leadership, including the mayor. Not because I ran against her. It's just, I think everybody who holds political office should be held accountable. And we need to ask her tough questions, when she gets back in town. She has not been in Los Angeles. And I don't know when she.
All right. So if you were the mayor right now and you were dealt this, what are you doing about it? What would you be doing right now differently?
Well, I think what you got to say is, if you were the mayor a couple of years ago, what would you be doing? I wouldn't have cut the budget for the fire department like the mayor did. I would have made sure that we had the infrastructure to support the fire suppression systems. I would have made sure we would have had the brush removed in these neighborhoods that have been overgrown for decades. So it doesn't only start today. There's a lot of things you can be doing today. But the big part now is going to be rebuilding, supporting these communities, supporting small businesses. I'm going to lean in heavily to do that. And we will come back. Palisades will come back. And Los Angeles is a tough city, and we're struggling. It's going to take a lot of the city resources to help. And frankly, cut through red tape so people can pull building permits and rebuild their homes quickly. Los Angeles is burdened with overregulation. And so there's hundreds of things that we can be playing.
Got it. Rick, glad to have you on today. Thank you very much for joining our coverage and staying with us through the president's remarks there. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Take care.
All right, John.
All right, we are going to keep you up to date on the fires there in California, but in the meantime, a major shift by Meta, the social media giant, scrapping its controversial content moderation policies. Is this a sign that they are trying to embrace the president-elect? Michael Schellenberger weighs in coming up.
Plus, we are keeping an eye on our top story, those wildfires burning out of control in Southern California. We're going to take a walk over just a moment with the very latest.
All of our landmarks, grocery store,
Damn. It's so windy, it's screwing the
on
TV.
fire around us. So it was really to see that, and then
I should do.
I hear it all the time. People tell me they'd love to buy gold, but because it's gold, they think it must be
Actually, it
complicated.
wasn't that windy. What the fuck was doing
It
that
isn't.
day?
Not with Roslyn Capital. With Roslyn, the entire process from start to finish is built on one concept. One, keep it
I think she was
simple.
watching the fucking
Roslyn
Commerce
Capital,
Channel.
a trusted leader in helping people acquire precious metals. Gold bullion, Lady Liberty gold and silver proofs, and our premium coins can help you preserve your wealth. Call Roslyn Capital at 800-630-8900 to receive your free Roslyn Guide to Gold, Gold and Precious Metals IRA, and silver brochures. With Roslyn, there are no hassles, no gimmicks, and our shipping is fast and reliable. Remember, keep it simple. Make gold your new
majority of the damage is. That's where at least 1,000 structures, we're being told by LA County fire officials, have been destroyed. The Palisades fire has already burned through 5,000 acres, but again, with this wind, there's been zero containment, and there likely will not be containment until not only the winds calm down, but they're able to get aircraft back into the sky to make major water drops on this fire. The Easton fire and the Hearst fire, as well as the Woodland fire in the Sepulveda Basin, those are all burning at this hour. So that's why the state of emergency has been issued for parts of the city of Los Angeles,
Oh, boy,
as
that
well as
was
the
really
county of
windy.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Many schools are closed.
Hey, actually, Nanny, you know what I was thinking?
This fire really has
Instead
been
of,
showing no signs of slowing down. What's interesting, though, talking to a lot of people, they are letting no cars or traffic
Instead of,
emergency personnel on the road on Pacific Coast Highway,
that
but a lot
sandwich.
of people are grabbing
How
a
about if
bicycle
we
or an
get, like,
e-bike
anti-pasta
and riding
salad?
in to see this for themselves. This would typically be a very popular part of Southern California because look at how close I am to the beach here. This is literally right on the beach. That's the parking lot we're in. And just on the other side of the highway here is where massive destruction is taking place. We will continue to talk to some of the folks that are riding around out here coming up, but I also did want to let you know that this area will be closed time because fire officials will need these roads to stay open, as there were people who did not heed those evacuation warnings behind to try their home. As you can imagine, that would be a very tough choice to make, considering especially how special many homes are here in Southern California. But to not leave, there's not a lot of room in and out of here. That would be a life or death decision for some people. Guys.
Heather, on that topic, where we know that the sheriff has said that over 37,000 residents remain under evacuation orders. Sheriff also saying earlier, nothing is as important, no object, no structure is as important as your life. But you're saying that some people are
I'll call later.
That certainly was the scene late
Me and the
last
cow
night
sit here and
into
cuddle
early
for
this
a while.
morning.
That's all right
We
with
have
you.
not talked to anybody today that knows the people that are still up in
No,
that
but I gotta
area.
go get
But
my phone charger
the
real
problem,
quick.
especially here
I'll be
with the Palisades
going
fire,
licking.
is there's not a lot of areas to get in and out fast. So that's
Money
why
off
you
a
saw
loved one.
yesterday when people did heed those
Money
evacuation
off a
warnings,
loved one.
they were then sitting in traffic trying to get out. And many of them
No, it's the
got out
meal
of their
deal.
cars and began walking out because the fire was
It's
coming
the
up so
pizza,
close.
the
And that's
wings, and the drink.
certainly some of the images that you
Yeah.
saw. It almost
Yeah.
looked like a scene out
You
of
can't get
Walking
money.
Dead, where you saw people leaving their cars, walking away, and really not knowing where they were going.
Limit one per
all right. Yeah, this is again no Hollywood movie here. This is the real deal. Heather, we appreciate your update. Look forward to hearing what you learned from people there on the ground. Thanks so much for the update.
Are you coming down?
Okay, we're going to go down to meteorologist Mike Masco. He has the latest on the speed, the winds, and that's really what's driving this whole thing, Mike.
For sure, and it's no longer a forecast. We can confirm these 90 and 100 mile per hour winds at some of the canyon bluffs. Look at typing this graphic. I was just astounded to see these 90 to 100 mile per hour winds actually being achieved. That's been the driving force of these fires that have been ripping through the canyons. 3 major wildfires north of Los Angeles. Of course, the Palisades we were just talking about. There's also the Hearst and the Eden fire that has prompted mandatory evacuations from the Simi Valley down towards Pasadena. These are still burning out of control at the present moment. The evacuation from the I-5 down to 405 is incredible. This is about 30 to 50,000 people under some sort of an evacuation notice. The wind's still up at this hour, 40 to 60 miles per hour. It'll calm down just a little bit this evening. That may allow us to get the planes back in the air. Some of those water scoopers back in the air, the helicopters, they can't fly right now because it's too windy. We can maybe get them back up by this evening, and then the wind should really relax by tomorrow, allowing us to get back the upper hand. Still 0% contained because these fires are ripping through the canyons at this hour. Guys?
Mike Masco, thank you so much for the update. I think a lot of people not realizing there's also the weather component of this as well. So again, tracking those incredibly high winds. And joining us now, 2 California residents with loved ones who have been evacuated from the area, Ethan Behrman and Christopher Fenton. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on this really what is a terrifying scenario there as we're looking at some of these images. Fires out of control, as both of you know. Ethan, tell us a little bit about your family's experience.
Yeah, so we actually are hosting an evacuee at our house right now who was evacuated yesterday. Actually, I just saw from your reporter an image of a neighborhood that I know extremely well there in Temescal and at Will Rogers State Beach. That was my first image that some very close friends of ours have definitely lost their home in that picture. This is devastating. It's moving very, very rapidly. This is out of humans' control at this point. As the first responders,
whenever you want to order
have reported up through the chain of command that was reported in that press conference. I personally observed this morning from a hilltop in Culver City the Palisades fire. I watched a new fire start above the fire line just this morning around 7 a.m. This is absolutely terrifying. I'm looking out my window at the top of the building next to me. The U.S. flag is now tattered and still blowing very intensely.
Well, I don't want to tear down the Fortress of Solitude.
Dangerous situation. People need to heed the warnings and evacuate.
Christopher, tell us about what's going through your head and your family too, how what they're up to and where they've gone.
Well, look, everybody here in LA is touched by this somehow. I mean, behind me is the Pacific Ocean. I'm here in Manhattan Beach. Unfortunately, this is south of where a lot of the action is. But it's interesting. I can see the cloud, the plume of smoke just blowing straight offshore. This is a crystal clear, sunny day that actually looks like it's about to rain out. That's how dark it is. I've been watching the police scanners or listening to them, mainly because I have a father-in-law nearby the evacuation zone, so we're keeping close tabs on it. And I will tell you, some of the professionalism and heroism that is coming out of some of these